what Nancy Pelosi said was shocking. He didn't sacrifice his life, George Floyd. He died that day. And AOC saying that it's not justice, you're right. When are they going to be happy with how the system is working? But I have to point out, the system has been in place by people like Speaker Nancy Pelosi that has been on Capitol Hill for many, many decades. She is the system. So if she didn't like how it worked, maybe she should do more instead of just pandering to people to fix it. But there's one part of this conversation that we never seem to have, and that is life is about choices. George Floyd had choices that day. He did not have to take fentanyl. He did not have to commit a crime. He did not have to resist arrest. And yes, Derek Chauvin did not have to kneel on him for 9 minutes after he was already subdued and in handcuffs. But life is about choices. If you don't want to be treated like a criminal, don't be a criminal.
Tony, I'll come to you. I think, again, we look at, the videotape. We have individuals, I think, across the political spectrum that were horrified. How do we get to the point where we can just say this is what a system working looks like? How do we get people like AOC to stop pontificating when it's very clear that all she cares about is the spotlight, whether you're talking about the border issue or whether you're, and children in cages, or whether you're talking about the death of George Floyd?
I think it's very important that we better define what it is we're talking about. On this panel, you have Kim and you have TW. You have yourself, Joe. I am the minority in this group, probably because I'm Jewish. It is not a conversation about race. It's a conversation about ideology. And the term you're looking for is permanent revolution. That's why Representative Ocasio-Cortez isn't happy. That's why Vice President Kamala Harris isn't happy. That's why you have so many people who will continue to say, this isn't justice. This is just the beginning. It is that you have to keep the revolution going. This is ideological. And when it's ideological, when your entire existence is built up in the destruction of Western culture and Western civilization, how could you ever be satisfied? So get used to this. This is the new norm.